Hi, I'm Roslyn from RoslynUttleymoore.com, and my interview today is with Jeff Nelson from Vegsource. We've just been walking along the amazing beach here on Kauai, and we finally get to meet.
Yes.
After exchanging internet messages, here we are to talk about Vegsource. So please let everybody know your story, the how and the why.
Okay, but before I do, I just want to say I really enjoy your videos and what you guys do, and have followed you, as you know, for a year or two now, and I really admire your work.
Oh, thank you so much.
Our story is that my wife got sick in 1995. She was diagnosed with a rare autoimmune disease. It's called relapsing polychondritis. Big name, but the body's immune system attacks the cartilage. And once you destroy cartilage, it doesn't grow back. It started in her ears, they got very hot and painful, bounced around to different doctors, and finally ended up in the office of a rheumatologist in Beverly Hills, a guy who's the head of the Southern California Arthritis Foundation. And he diagnosed this. He says, we don't know what causes it, we don't know how to stop it, but we can help control the symptoms with drugs.
Right.
So for about a year, she was taking some very powerful steroids, prednisones, all kinds of different experimental things that suppress your immune system, and you know, not getting any better. It was really a rough scene. But she had been given a book that she decided to read about a year after she got it by a guy named John McDougall, Dr. McDougall, doctor in Northern California. And in the book, there was a portion talking about lupus, and this is in the lupus family of diseases. And Dr. McDougall said that for many people, removing all animal proteins from the diet can, you know, improve the disease or even get rid of it.
You'd been vegetarian.
We had been vegetarian for about 5 years at that point, 5 or 6 years.
So you were going
Sabrina read this. She came downstairs and said, look at this book. Look what he says. She says, I'm going to try this vegan diet. I'm going to go vegan. And we barely knew what it was, really. And I said, well, I guess if you're going to go vegan, then all right. I'm going to go vegan. So we actually followed his program that he had outlined in this book. He had a 12-day program, what to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It was just a healthy, starch-based, plant-based diet.
So no cheese, no dairy, no eggs.
Right, exactly, yeah. A plant-based diet. And so about 3 weeks later, she went back to see Dr. Bluestone. He gave her the blood test. And for the first time in a year, her SED rate was normal. It had been over 50, now was below 5. Which is a measure of inflammation, and the anti-nuclear antibodies, which is an indirect measure of whether the disease has been active, were not present in her blood. So after 3 months of going back and getting the same results in her blood test, Dr. Bluestone said, you're in remission, which are, you know, magical words, because this is a disease that kills 40% of the people within 10 years who get the diagnosis that she got, and the drugs themselves are devastating. I mean, the drugs can cause blindness, so it's not a good choice either way. We felt, hey, you know, Sabrina dodged a bullet, you know, and our family could have been very different if the mom had been sick or dying. And we went on the internet. We really started Vegsource as our form of kitchen activism. You know, it's not what we did, but just to kind of tell her story and to tell people that, wow, as we met different doctors and different people treating disease with food, that there's options out there that you don't have to be sick for many, many diseases people have. And so that was kind of the genesis of Vegsource. As she got sick, we went on the internet. We didn't see a lot of this information out there, so we said, well, let's start putting our story out, putting our information out.
Awesome.
Meeting doctors who do this and trying to help spread their word too.
Awesome.
I wanted to thank Roslyn and Jim for inviting me today to come chat with their viewers and say what better place than Kauai to do something like that. You know, we got lucky years ago. We got some information. It saved my wife's life. That information turns out to have saved my father's life, my brother's life, other people, because there's so many different health challenges people have out in the world. So what keeps me motivated is that I see the benefits in my family and my friends and in a lot of people that I've never met before, and that's an exciting thing. That's a fun thing. It's like when you discover something and it works, you get excited because you want other people to try it. You don't want to get annoying, but you want to get excited. So I appreciate what Roslyn and Jim are doing here. I wish them continued success, and thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Jeff, I've so enjoyed our time together.
Me too.
Gathering this information and finally getting to be with you here on Kauai has been so fantastic.
Yeah.
And the weather has been perfect for us. We've got the message out there, so thank you again for sharing. Mahalo.
Mahalo to you.
Aloha.
Aloha.